Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to do is that I want to take a look at some watches that I think are good buys for a number of different reasons. Some have what you might call historical value, some have really top watchmakers. There's These are watches I think would be something that if I weren't broke, I might buy myself. Anyway, let's start with the Armstrong Gravity AWC. Now, Armstrong has great reputation. He's won a number of Grand Prix awards, and his watches are way over what I can usually afford. Now this one I thought looked like a good buy. It's called the Armstrong Gravity. They have gravity, water, this, that, and the other thing. So I'm not sure why it has those names, but this one is one of them. Now, this one has Eastern Arabic, or what are called Hindi numerals. I'm okay with them. I can have regular Arabic, Eastern Arabic, uh, Roman numerals, you name it. And I like the color scheme and so forth. But what I really like about this is the caliber AMR 13. It's automatic, 120-hour reserve, 18,000 semi-oscillations per hour. Beautiful watch, and it looks like a good buy. It's offered on eBay for $85.50. I would make an offer. I certainly wouldn't say, oh, okay, here's $84.50, but I would say something that would, maybe something in the 7,000s might be able to fetch it. Now, this next one is by Antoine Prezuzio. Something about his stuff that I just like. He's a good guy. This one is called The Hours of the World. I think on another video I'd mentioned this one as it looked like a good buy, and it's really a dual time zone watch. You can see the second time zone down at 6 o'clock. The caliber is 2004-1. It's based on an ETA 2801. Hand wound, I like that too. Reserve 42 hours. 4 hertz, 28,800 semi-oscillations per hour. But I saw this on eBay for $27.21, and it's like, he's one of the members of the AHCI, this sort of the elite independent watchmakers, and done some serious good stuff. In addition to having this one, he has another one called Hours of Love, and on the back there's a automata porno, early porno. Okay, so that's 27. Not on this one. This one's not. This is just dual time 2721. Looks like a good deal to me. Now this next one is another Armstrong, and this one's a little more expensive. This is called the Armstrong Manual Water. It's a manual wound. AMW11 is the caliber of it. 20 hours reserve, and again, it's 18,000 semi-oscillations per hour, which you find that lower semi-oscillations per hour, that lower frequency you find in your top watchmakers. Okay, this one I really like. And it's sort of like, this is one you don't have to worry about me buying. In the past, I've done that. I'm talking about one, the day before the video, I'll buy it. Not this time. I'm broke. Okay, but this one is another Armstrong. Now, again, like I said, this is more expensive. It's advertised as $89.50 or best offer. Go in there and get a good offer. Now, this one is by Vincent Calabrese. It's called the Vincent Calabrese Power Reserve. I think there's another name for it now. 34 millimeters. So this one is a little smaller than the other ones we looked at. But some people like smaller ones, and for a dress watch, for a formal watch, I really like the way the lugs are sort of scalloped, I guess. Interesting watch. I mean, and it's got a power reserve indicator down at 6 o'clock, 3600 automatic, 42-hour reserve. It's got a day-night indicator. You can see that at, where is it? I think it's part of the power reserve indicator. Anyway, this is another watch. I thought I like the color scheme too. Now this watch is an interesting one. For years and years and years, I got to get the Parmigiani CBF chronograph. The CBF is the official Brazilian football committee, I guess. Anyway, and originally this one was 28,500. They're offering it for sale. It's for 6,000 at the real. Now, one of the ways this is basically a Parmigiani Persian that they fixed up with the Brazilian colors, and instead of having numbers over off at 3 o'clock, they got these 5 stars that Brazil has won the World Cup 5 times. Now, this is offered on a real. Now, there's another one I didn't find. I've seen them in the past. I would really like to have. It's the Bulgari Octo by Retro. That was a special edition for the 2014 Olympics. That's another one. If you find that one at a good price, boy, that would be a nice one to have. This would be a nice one to have even in the regular colors, but they're a little more expensive. These are, I'm trying to find something, pretty good deals. Now, this I found at the Real. The Real has all kinds of stuff. I found something else at the Real that was a little more disconcerting. One of my favorite watches is this Beauvais 1822 1930. 1930, they call it the 1930 because essentially this looks a lot like a pocket watch that was they put a bar lug at the bottom and then a bow up over here. So they have a bow and crown type of lug for one of the early wristwatches. Now, when I first saw this, the price on it was pretty good, and I think it was around 7,000 or something like that. But then I looked closely, and if you look down at 6 o'clock at the small seconds down here on this watch, it looks like somebody put it in upside down. All right, I thought, what? I mean, not even, it's sort of cockeyed. It's got the what normally the 60 is up at 12 o'clock of the subdial, and here they sort of have it down at an angle next to one of the 2 tabs. At first, I thought, oh, well, somebody must have put the demi-air version of it. Now, Beauvais has what they call the Fleurier version and the demi-air version of the 1930. The demi-air version has standard lugs that, just the regular lugs that you find on watches like this. And they have the small seconds over at 9 o'clock instead of down at 6 o'clock. Well, anyway, this thing, and you can see it's still for sale at Real. So I got a hold of them. I said, there's something off here. You guys might want to know about that. And it was the funniest responses. Blah, 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 blah. And then I got a thing back, says, well, I guess it's been resolved. I said, no, it hasn't been resolved. Look at that thing. It's like cockeyed. To make a long story short, it's still up there. So if you want a Beauvais 1930 with a cockeyed small seconds, it's there. I don't know about the rest of it though, but what? Anyway, so whenever you're out looking for a watch, it helps to know something about watches. And there's this, as I say, I don't know. There's a famous stamp called the inverted Jenny, and it's worth a fortune. And it was a mistake that the stamp making part of the government did, and they found out. I think they saw a couple sheets of them, and they said, "Uh-oh, we goofed up, so we better can it." And then but they'd already sold some of the inverted Jenny. Well, this reminds me, this is the inverted Beauvais 1930s small second. Not even inverted, it's just cockeyed. So, anyway, something to keep an eye out for. Now, this final watch is something, there's a race called the Gumball 3000, and it's a 3,000-mile race, and they have from different places. Now, on this watch, it goes from Stockholm, Sweden to Las Vegas. So, anyway, that's why it's called the Gumball 3000. And it's of celebrities and racers of all type. They love this race. They get involved in it. They drive 3,000 miles between point A and point B. Now, I found this watch. It's another Arm & Strom. It's got an AMW11 hand-wound movement, 120-hour reserve, 18,000 semi-oscillations per hour. And this one is only 6520. Now, originally, it was 15,200 euro. And the more I found out about the Gumball 3000, the more I thought, wow, what a cool watch. It's got a PVC, it's some kind of ceramic PVC case to it rather than steel or precious metal. But it's another. So we talked about three Arm & Stroms. Why am I so high on Arm & Strom? It's because he's one of the top watchmakers around. His watches are excellent, and they're usually unaffordable. So I found three that were affordable, so I thought I would talk to you guys about it. Anyway, let me know what you think. As usual, this is an opportunity to subscribe if you like. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.